we finally meet. Are you ready for some questions?
I'm ready. Let's see.
How
See
long,
what you got.
how long have you been making music?
Well, I started making music even before I started this band. And that was back in 1993. So you have to add some years. Um, yeah, since 93, that's like 27 years plus two, almost 30 years.
Okay,
That's
long time.
a lot of music.
Yeah. Which CD are you most proud of and why?
Again,
Which CD are you most proud of and why?
yeah. Well, the thing is, always when you ask a musician, his favorite CD will always be the last one that he put out, and it's like that still, for most musicians, you are most proud of what you did last because that's where you took the last new steps. So I'm gonna go with that easy answer and not make it too complicated. And my favorite is the last one that we came with in 2018. It's called Heathen, and quite proud of that one.
Okay. Cool album.
Thank you. I agree.
Have you ever forgotten something important for a show? If so, what did you forget?
Oh, well, I can admit and tell you straight, I'm horrible with my lyrics. I have problems remembering lyrics sometimes, so I have to make a special effort to read up on my lyrics a lot. Not the very old songs because I've done them so many times live, but songs from the latest albums, and if there's a song that we haven't done much live. I can have some serious problems with remembering what to sing. But then again, the way I sing and in extreme music, nobody can really hear me, so I can lie a lot. So that's my solution to it. Sometimes, I just sometimes I might just sing a bunch of nonsense because I don't remember you know, what to sing. Beyond that, I usually have control, I must say.
Okay, funny.
Yeah.
Have you ever fallen off the stage?
Again,
Have you ever fallen off the stage?
you know what? I've been lucky. I never fell off the stage, but I've I've tripped on stuff on stage, and but I went off stage physically to go and get my extra guitar that I once left in the backstage room. And then, of course, the one concert I didn't bring that extra guitar on stage, I broke a string. So, okay, I have to go and get it, the extra guitar. And so I was trying to be quick, so I ran past the bar, got the guitar, checked it, okay. So I run back and I trip and fell right on my belly and like sliding like through in front of the bar where people were sitting and drinking and enjoying. And I felt horribly stupid. But okay, if I was sitting there, I knew I would laugh. So I was trying to laugh with trying to show them that it didn't hurt. My guitar got a little broken in the paint, but it was okay. So, but I never fell off stage while playing. I guess I'm just lucky.
Yeah. Um, do you ever need to go to the toilet during a show? And if so, then what?
You know what? If this is a question you might have asked other musicians, and I tell you the same that everybody else say. If you have, I don't know, but once you just go on stage, all that goes away. If You have to do number one or number two. It doesn't matter. It just goes away. You drink a lot of water to be hydrated going on stage, which means you have to maybe go to the toilet a few times when it gets close to stage time. But when you just go on there and you got your guitar ready and the drummer starts the first song, it's like, you don't have to pee anymore, even though maybe you drank a lot of water, but that just comes after. Unless, okay, maybe if you have a really horrible stomach, something like this. I never went on stage being like sick, so I I'm glad I haven't gone through something like that as a test. But no, it just goes away usually when you just go on stage and then you can go to the toilet afterwards.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, how did you end up with Aeternus?
How I ended up in the band?
Yeah.
Mm. Well, this band was my own idea when I was 20 years old back in 1993. And I had one band that I was not successful with. And I was actually in just 2 years earlier. So when I figured, okay, I want to make my own band, I want to make my own music, I want to try again. And well, yeah, I was just simply successful with this band. So now it's 2020, and I still have it. So I'm working on new music still, and so I basically ended up in this band by starting it myself.
Okay. I want my own band too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I hear that you're a drummer. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a solid job in a band.
That's true. How long have you loved metal music?
How long have I
Loved metal music.
Oh, I don't remember the year when I heard rock and roll for the first time. There was a Dynasty album from the rock and roll band from America called Kiss. You probably heard of Kiss, right?
Yeah.
And Dynasty, no, was it Dynasty? Yeah, late 70s. I was just a young kid, and that started it for me getting into all the Kiss albums because it's my uncle, and then my mother also listened to Kiss. So it just went on, and then I listened to Metallica, and I was like, "Wow, what's this? Even better." And then so I knew I wanted to play guitar when I heard Metallica because what they did was so cool. So I had to play guitar. I wanted to do what they did. When I watched Kiss, I wanted to just be what I saw because they were so cool with the paint and the costumes. Like, I want to do that. But I didn't really want to play guitar. I just wanted to be them on stage with the cool stuff. And then Metallica made me want to play guitar, and then one thing led to another. So it's been yeah, I was early in childhood into rock and roll. That's why it started.
Okay. What's the strangest thing that's ever happened to you during a show?
That's almost an easy one because it's happened just one time, and I couldn't really believe it. It was a German show, not many years ago. I think 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years, maybe some years ago. So there was an outdoor festival. It's called Partisan, and so I was standing there singing, and I saw this bee coming in front of me, and I noticed it because he was so close. But I just kept singing and playing, and then he landed in my neck, and he stung me in the neck while I was standing there singing. And I was thinking, okay, I just got stung by a bee, and what can I do? I know I'm not allergic, so it wasn't a big deal. Because allergic people might get problems and stuff. But I just felt the pain, and I'm thinking, "Ow, okay." And then so I continued playing, and that was that. and then I was thinking, of course, what are the odds of having a bee coming and sting you in the neck when you're trying to, when you're playing your show? So that was kind of weird. That was the first, definitely.
Ah, okay. That's strange.
It was.
Yeah. Uh,
I guess he didn't like the music.
yeah. Uh, did you ever get lost trying to find a venue?
Well, it's like yes and no. I mean, there's always people taking care of you and taking you to a place, but there's been times where a bus driver is a little bit lost, so it just, that affects everybody, and you get lost, or a manager or maybe some promoter is a little bit lost, and so things will be delayed. I don't think I've personally managed to be late because I messed up myself. I've been lost in cities, but not in a way where I'm like that you have to kind of like call the police and like, yeah, where is he? So I always found my way back, and phones are a good tool. So once I was lost, and I managed to get back by just using Google Maps. It's perfect.
Yeah. Good. Isn't the light show on stage driving you crazy?
Again,
Isn't the light show on stage driving you crazy?
the lights.
Yeah.
Uh, I think the lights can actually annoy me if there is a light engineer who thinks he is dealing with disco music, where he just kind of pushes the buttons and everything is flashing in all the colors. It's like, I think that is just not so nice. It wouldn't drive me crazy, but I would think like, oh yeah, okay, now we have one of these guys who's just really bored, and because they have usually a buttons they can press and then they all blink, so they just go like, and with light and smoke on stage, and if you actually listen to music, it doesn't have to be metal, but you can make a difference, a positive difference with the lighting. But if everything blinks like a Christmas tree, then I'm just thinking like okay, discotheque, where everybody just want to dance. But you know, in metal, it's just not the same thing. So that have been annoying me from time to time. It can be irritating, but beyond that, no. Strobes, like the flashing strobe, can be annoying if it's super dark and the light engineer does it too much or too long. Um, but that's not very common that they would do it, for 5 minutes. That's a little bit. That's not so common, of course. So
Okay.
yeah, beyond that, I'm all good with it.
Okay. Uh, what is your favorite band?
Well, it's Kiss and Metallica for sure because they made me the musician I am. I'm very old school type of guy. I'm quite the skeptic person. I don't like a lot of bands, even though I'm open to listen to stuff. But like old Morbid Angel and Deicide, the Norwegian bands, black metal bands, Emperor, Satyricon, old stuff, Mayhem. Yeah, to mention some, Cannibal Corpse. I listen a lot to Bolt Thrower from England, a lot of death metal, and so Immortal, of course, or Abbott, Immortal, whatever, both. Gorgoroth. So it's like a lot of those big elite bands that has a kind of like a high place in the in basically everybody's list when it comes to extreme music. I tend to listen to old stuff though, more than I listen to maybe newer releases when it comes to many bands. And that's just how it is, you know. It's a matter of tastes.
Okay. Uh, what kinds of music do you like besides metal?
I like listening to classical guitar. Um, there's an artist called Lana Del Rey, which I relax to a lot. I can listen to folk music. I'll enjoy that a lot. Some classical music, music from movies, for example, can be relaxing to me. Um, excuse me. Maybe some blues, not so much though. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, piano music is, I'm quite fond of that too. I love piano. It's nice to listen to.
Yeah. Beautiful. Which bands are your inspiration?
Inspiration.
Yeah.
um, yeah, you know, it's like a trick that you have to try and not spend too much time listening to your favorite bands if you want to make your own music because it'll end up sounding like them. And of course, you know, people come to you and say, "Yeah, yeah, you listen a lot to Morbid Angel, huh?" And you're like lying. Oh no, no, I'm not. But you know, you are. And Immortal has and Morbid Angel, maybe Deicide have inspired me to an extent. There's a Bergen band called Hades Almighty. It inspired me a lot in the beginning. But you know, it's important to turn it and twist it because, like I said, you know, you don't want to. I've sat down. I think the only time I can remember where I had one particular song, and then I felt like making a song on my own, listening to the one song. Is Morbid Angel has a song called "Where the Slime Lives," and I wanted something really slow and powerful like that song, so I made a song called "Genocide Delight" that has that slow and heavy kind of thing. But I was successful in not copying anything from Morbid Angel, basically, and that was the hard part because I knew I didn't want anybody to point their finger at me, say, "Ah ha ha," you know. So yeah, but yeah, Morbid Angel, I guess and Immortal is two of the biggest influences.
Yeah.
Every now and then, I use certain aspects or elements of Metallica as well, even Kiss, but that's just like in small portions, actually.
Okay. Yeah. How do you like playing in a video clip?
What I think about this,
Uh, how do you like playing in a video clip with a
how I
band?
like play, or what I think about being on a video with my band.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's cool. You know, any musician is quite fond of being exposed, as it's called, and especially on stage, it's good for people to, you know, see what's up with your band and make a decision if this is something they want to support or not. So that's always cool, you know, not a problem.
Yeah. Uh, how many instruments do you play?
You know what? I always just stuck to bass and or guitar first and foremost, and then bass. I have done some bass in some bands just to help. I was 2 years in Gorgoroth. I helped Immortal play bass with them for a tour because they needed somebody to play the bass. But yeah, and then some other bands I played bass, but I never stretched further than this. I've been like ploinking with like two fingers on piano. Um, and I wish I could, you know, I wish I would spend a lot more time maybe learning that instrument because, like I said earlier, I love listening to piano.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
you know,
I understand.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song from your band?
Yeah. This is where I'm going to sit and look into my wall for 10 minutes. I'll give you an answer. See, I make basically all the songs in my band. So you're asking me to choose a song that I made myself. I'm not going to take any of the songs that I'm working on these days because I'm quite fond of the new ones. But okay, just going to take a song from Heathen, the last album that came in 2018. I'll just say Conjuring of the Gentiles. That's a very good song. I'm quite proud of that one. It was a lot of hard work, and I think it paid off.
I understand you are proud on that song.
Thank
you. No thanks. Last question.
All right.
What do you think of the Netherlands?
The Netherlands. No, I've always liked it, and I like the people, the folk of Netherlands.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of concerts in the Netherlands, and the record label that we were with a record label from the Netherlands for many years, and we did 4 releases with them, Hammerheart Records, and so and met so many people from that country. I think it's nice. It's nice to be there. It's one of the fun things. You come to the Netherlands and you get the mayonnaise instead of ketchup when you have French fries, and that was always a funny thing for us. I remember, yeah, it's a very nice country. It is good people.
Amazing country.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the interview, and I hope to see you play live soon.
We hope so too. Once the coronavirus, we get the vaccine and we get some treatments going, so people can start moving around in the world again. We will definitely make sure that we get our butts on stage again.
Yeah.
Thank you also for the interview.
Bye-bye.
Catch you later.